All right, so we got something to test fly here. Hey, Kermit Weeks here, Fantasy of Flight, and I've got the Stinson L-1 here behind me. I'm about to go do a test flight a little bit. They're going to get the airplane ready. Last time I flew it, there was a lot of deteriorating performance in the airplane and the engine, basically, and I took off on my long runway here, which is 5,000 feet, and by the time I was at the end of the runway, over the interstate, clearing the power lines at the south end of Fantasy of Flight here, I was only 150 feet doing about 65 miles an hour. So I nursed the airplane around, I landed the thing, and I told the guys, you better figure out what's wrong with it because I'm not flying this thing again. So it's a beautiful airplane. We got Grand Champion Warbird at Sunderfun this last winter, or the winter, I think last winter. And anyway, so it's a beautiful airplane. It should fly beautifully. Let's see if we fix the problem. So what, explain to me exactly what we've done since we put it last.
You were complaining it was, you know, kind of dogging around. Low
really
power,
doggy,
really
scary actually.
And so first thing we did was we checked the prop. We got the right prop dimensions as far as degrees, and the prop was pretty close. There was a little bit of adjustment there, so we put that back to where it's supposed to be.
As far as what? As far as the low pitch top. Yeah. Okay.
And so that's back where it's supposed to be. And then we did some run-ups on it, and we found it was 300 RPM low or shy.
Okay. So
static. So then Wayne started opening up some of the rocker box covers and found two cylinders that had the rocker box, the push tube was completely off.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, on the valves?
On the valves.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I had two dead
cylinders.
Oh, thrills.
And
okay.
then he, yeah.
Lift was flying like it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And then he checked the valve clearances on everything.
Okay.
And valve clearances weren't where they're supposed to be, so he set all those.
Okay.
And
great.
So we did run them, and we got a 350 RPM jump.
Increase. Okay, great. Oh my God.
Sounds a lot better.
And didn't we end up sent out, got another governor? Or
oh yeah, that's right. We put the prop governor on, same one that Patrick Hark was using, that he was finding was working a little bit better.
Okay.
And it does seem to cycle faster.
Okay.
Now we couldn't do any adjustments on the governor until you fly it.
Right.
And then
okay.
You might have to pull it back. It might overspeed.
Yeah. Okay. Because before that's what was happening. I was taking off and getting like 2100 or 2300 or something. And then as I was climbing up, picking up speed, the RPM would increase over the red line, and I was having to pull the prop control back.
We did a run up yesterday with the prop governor, and it was 23 static. Is what we were getting. So we don't know what it's going to do when you start rolling.
Yeah, okay. All right. Well, I'll just keep an eye on that. Hopefully this thing's going to have some performance, because last time I flew it, I took off on this 5,000 foot runway, and I was like 150 feet over the power lines on the other side of the interstate. That was not very, I came around and landed, I said, that's it. So, well, good, because it's such a beautiful airplane, man. We need to be flying it. Pre-flight, everything's pretty much still pretty good. Still got the wings are bolted on, and
some spider webs on it.
Some spider webs, okay.
Spiders. They love the slats. They build webs between the slat and the leading edge. The rear seat belt's
and it has
secure.
Been sumped, right?
Yeah.
Good.
Seat belt's secured.
God, this thing is nice. Grand Champion. Yeah, there's a few cobwebs up there.
Blow those off today. They like all the airplanes. Patrick was having low oil pressure problems also, like we had in the beginning.
Right.
And we played around with it, and he found that this particular governor, which is very similar to the original one, kind of solved that issue. Really? As far as oil pressure, and because we had all those issues, and it was related to the governor. It was set too high and this and that, and so this is the one that he recommended. So,
okay, so I'm looking for potential differences in oil pressure.
Yeah, maybe also.
And that's right, because when we first started, I started complaining that when the temperature went up, and we went and we looked and we found that it was still within the limits. Yeah. But it just didn't seem normal to me compared to other engines.
The 680 guys say that that the oil pressure follows RPM on this engine. It's just the way it is.
Yeah. Okay. So it's just
drop RPM,
leaky.
and
inside it's got leaky. Okay, but anyway, all right, and it's been pulled through.
Yep.
All right, let's see what it'll do.
brakes are still sticky. Next annual, Patrick sent some new seals that he had made up, some different seals.
Okay.
And I'm going to pull the masters and rebuild them, and hopefully that fixes that problem.
Okay. Fuel pressure. Come on, baby. All right. See if that works. Zero the altimeter. All righty. Throw another 15 in or so there. That 15 gallons would be fine. Yeah, that's good. That gauge seems to be working, but you know, you never know. Yeah, we just get to pull the sump the deal to make sure there's no water in the tank. You know, we sump the main tank occasionally, but if for some reason some water vapor gets up there, the water goes to the bottom. So when you check that, you make sure there's no water in there. So anyway, it should be good to go. Stinson I love and remember. What a freaking difference.
Wow.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm glad I put fuel in it, because when we filled it, it said it was like 30 gallons, and when I got up there and I was level, it read 20. So that was a good move.
That was a good move.
RPM, freaking perfect.
Really?
Don't need to touch it.
Holy crap.
2300, right absolutely on the money.
Wow.
So that's cool. Okay, mags, master, fuel. And the frickin', of course it's cool today. It's kind of a winter Florida. And it was fine, so like 65 was all it got.
Yeah.
The oil pressures actually never frickin' dropped the whole time when I was doing everything. And it's up almost to 100, so it actually needs to be tweaked down.
A little bit.
Yeah, no, a lot.
Wow,
because
so that governor did make a difference.
It's saying 60 to 70.
Yeah.
Or 70 is what it's supposed to be at, is where this is marked, okay?
Yeah.
Fuel pressure's a little bit high. And you remember we had the cylinder head temp, I kept complaining the gauge wasn't right, because it was marked wrong.
It was marked wrong.
Right, well now it's like, it was just below 2, it was like 190 degrees C. So that was good. I'm glad I put fuel in it. Oil temp's great. Fuel pressure's a little high, oil pressure's high, tack is freaking perfect.
Wow.
And it's just, oh my God. Now, the one thing that did kind of surprise me was it's cool today. So we've got like I'm showing 30 inches of manifold pressure sitting right here on the ground, okay? But when I went to full throttle, I only got about 28. So I don't understand what that would. Just I'll mention it. That to Wayne. Okay. Other than that, I've got pictures of everything. Just frickin' night and day.
It leaped off the ground, man.
And I just kept going up. I was climbing like 60 miles an hour, and I'm like, "Whoa, this is a new experience," you know. So, yeah, good job, man. Oh, good job. So now we got the beautiful airplane that flies beautifully. So
cool.
Thanks for all the effort. Oh my gosh, what a difference, night and day. So anyway, I'm a happy camper.